Hi there. Huh? I should probably talk to them before anything else. Where's the way up again? Here we go. I should warn, I'm in a new chair today, so I'm not sitting at the desk quite as I normally am. Just let me know if I'm too quiet and I can move a little, lean in a little closer, I guess. Huh, not this side, it seems. Oh. In the shelter, maybe? No, but there's a chest. Chest is good. Oh, there you are.
See, you're still you. Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The Hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. Well, Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. But I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a Hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. We are just treading water here, and the Hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and, well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
So we're heading to Darling's lab. To kind of recap on him, he made those... I already forgot the name to give him, but these vests everyone is wearing keeps him safe from the Hiss. He made them. More importantly, he seemed to have noticed the Hiss were coming about a month or so before they actually hit, and started making these vests, handing them out, and then all hell broke loose. We're trying to get to his lab so we can set things up to make more of these to hand out to whatever other survivors might be out there. If there are any other survivors. The only other survivor I know of who doesn't have a vest on is Ahti, who seems to be immune to the Hiss. We're not sure what his deal is. I guess we just follow the...
kidding about that monster.
I sense a boss fight. Anything around here? Oh, good. Swan boat procedures. No unique containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Item is made of fiberglass painted to resemble a swan, but pedals allow the item to propel forward in water. This item emits a pulse of physical force at an estimated force of redacted. Possible connections to OOP-5. Measuring the exact force created by the item has been hindered by concerns from the Human Resource Department. Background. The item was seized from an activity rental service called Redacted, located on Lake Redacted on Vancouver Island, Canada, after it ejected numerous riders over the course of the summer, bringing the boat to the attention of the media. The item was transported to the Bureau by helicopter. A containment specialist accompanied it, sent to recite Formula C.9 through 32 recursively. What occurred in the helicopter is not known, but all agents were lost in the crash. The item was recovered and then transported by train and arrived at the Bureau without further incident. You know what? OOP-5, have we heard about that one? That'd probably be an object of power. Oh! Yeah, it's what I thought. The floppy disk that gave us telekinetic powers. Actually, there's one thing I've been wondering about this since the last stream. Whenever we bind one of these objects, because a lot of this stuff is things we bound ourselves to, where does it go? Because we have a full... at some point, we bound a full-sized merry-go-round horse. It lets us do this. The only thing is, where's the horse? We're clearly not carrying it. It disappeared after we bound it. Did it go somewhere? Maybe I'm overthinking things, but with this game, I can't tell. We don't have clearance level 5.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
Oh yeah, HRA. That's what the vests are. We probably need to get past that wall. Oh!
Shit! There's... What the fuck?
I have really got to stop pressing R to reload. The game does not work that way.
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
That wasn't it, was it? Whatever it was, we... Oh, hey, I have another mod slot. You know what? Because I like launching so much. Or... Yeah, let's go ahead and make it cheaper. Damage against enemy armor. Why not switch to that? Okay, let's see what that was about. His distorted agents are able to render themselves invisible and emit a powerful concussive blast when in close range to their target. Curiously, the Hiss Distorted is apparently not able to utilize both abilities at once. Hence, we were able to see it when it tried to kill us. It must make itself visible when it goes on the offensive. The Hiss Distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power? How does this invisibility work? Does the Distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use Hiss resonance to refract light? The physical deformation of this particular Hiss entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly a human host would have died from such extreme alteration. Yeah, I see ribs. Which prompts a question. Are the corrupted simply animated corpses? Refer to file redacted for the full report. Yeah, I mean, the Hiss were already weird, but it's getting weirder. Oop, could use that health. Thank you. I don't feel like doing that. Oop, not what I meant to do. Interesting, this isn't a shelter, but it's being sealed off with a black rock door like one.
There are areas in the oldest house where under the right conditions, when the frequencies match...
Wait, I think I see something.
We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's
Actually, you know what? We'll watch that in multimedia in a moment.
dimensional matter.
This should get us into the quarry.
Unique property of blocking out a
Research file in a moment. First, the Blackrock file.
There are areas in the oldest house where, under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where Blackrock comes from. Extra-dimensional matter. It has the unique property of blocking out a lot of frequencies. A good thing. It keeps things stable, contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Blackrock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Blackrock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it? We can do that again if you...
Thanks for keeping that in. We're probably going to need it later. Also, interesting to note, we have been pulled into the astral plane a few times, usually whenever we find a new object of power. Blackrock seems to be the only honest-to-God thing in there as far as terrain is concerned. That's all we've really seen. Weird floating formations of Blackrock and the occasional creature. Oh, here we go. Blackrock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of redacted density that nullifies all resonances with a range of redacted to redacted hertz. Bureau innovations that incorporate Blackrock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks, feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using Blackrock, as work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. Refer to file 5-93-1733 for full report. I'm guessing the fire breaks are the shelters we've been finding? Or at least the shelters have something to do with them. Because the door is Blackrock, and I'm guessing behind the walls is more of that stuff.
A good thing. It keeps things stable, contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research...
Everything here is crazy. Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be. I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy.
Stockholm Syndrome's kicking in.
Insane. Just the right kind of insane.
Hmm? Door just closed itself. I'm pretty sure that's normal for this place. Well, we have the clearance level for this, and Polaris is telling us to go this way. Oh, control point. Very useful. You know what? There anything useful I can build yet? Okay, I can make Pierce. And you know what? This hopefully still works at a distance, so it should be a good replacement for grip. Oh, hey. Zoom. Whoa! Okay. I've got an alternative besides throwing things to get people to go away. Who was that? Actually, you know what? Okay, Pierce is going to be good for dealing with those guys in a hurry. I wonder if I ever get an extra weapon slot or if I'm always going to be stuck at 2. I mean, this game doesn't have a huge number of guns from what I'm seeing, so it's not that big a deal, but having a third would be nice. NSC. Redacted sarcophagus container. Dynamic energy extraction and conversion. The NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trench shortly before he became director. The container provides a safe method of extraction of Redacted's excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. The coolant pumps keep the container and its Redacted from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted through the converters where it is rendered into a Redacted through the use of turbine generators. The electricity produced powers of the entire bureau. The electricity produced powers the entire bureau, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on the New York City grid. After NSC-01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of Redacted's power, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. NSC-02 possesses built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. Refer to file 9-23-0544 for the full report. They're talking about the power supply we just had to fix in the basement, and they basically just flat out said there is someone or something inside of that thing. That's worrying. What is it, a person of power? Oh, I did a full loop. Yeah, it says Black Rock Quarry, so let's go this way. Shelter, usually something interesting. The noise on those doors still freaks me out.
Elevator's broken. Gotta get down the old-fashioned way.
There's something, I heard it. Looks like I can kinda... Oh, no, no, no. Ooh! That almost got ugly. There you... Oh, it's those things. I hear another. Hmm. No, wait, don't hop the railing. I see a spot over here. He's not going to come out. It's glowing red down there, and red glows usually mean hiss nearby, so I can hop down here. Hmm? I hear him. Stings a little, but it didn't kill me. Whoa! I forgot I can lift heavy objects now. We have new board countermeasures. Oh. Let's go for his rangers and charge maneuvers. Oh, I don't think we have charge. Well, in that case, let's abandon charge maneuvers and take his guards instead. Target ones like that are easy to deal with. You just keep playing normally, and you'll get those quotas eventually. Hi. The good news about having mostly maxed out the telekinetic ability, this thing hits like a truck. Or equipment order. Oh yeah, I have the shield ability, though I haven't really been using it. We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous rim this time to get the clean cut research wants. This Blackrock shit is tough. We're going through blades like we're made out of the damn things. The dimensions of these slabs of Blackrock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better fucking work a treat. Go ahead and double that last order. Sounds like black rock is some really hard stuff to work with. I'm guessing it's something like granite, as far as cutting is concerned. Probably worse from the sounds of it. Hello? Oh god! That's a spike. There is a spike in the quarry. There is a spike. I do not want to deal with a spike. Where'd that thing come from? Only time I heard of one getting out of the astral plane was it hitched a ride on somebody and then exploded out of his head. Do I have to lead the stupid thing around? That way is blocked. Oh, can we check the map from down here? Okay. We want to follow the track straight ahead. Though that leads to a dead end. As does this. Do I have to get past the spike? I mean, they're not hideously hard to lead around. I just don't like dealing with them. It's only sitting around down there. I wonder... Oh, I see. No need to tangle with the spike. Not what I plan to do, but it still works. Looks like I was expected to go overhead. Run like hell. Fortunately, it looks like the spike will not come out of that pit. There we go.
Whoa. Not what I expected.
You know, so we know the Federal Bureau of Control building, the place we're inside, is somewhere in New York City. They talked about being off its power grid. How do you think they managed to make this giant hole without, like, breaching into the subway system? Are we still on Earth? Did we do something weird? Like, are we out of phase with reality or something? I am looking way too hard into this game and it's making things so much worse for me. But yeah, giant hole under the building with a starry sky, despite the fact that we're probably a good distance underground. Okay, those blinking things usually have to be thrown at something. Also, Black Rocket seems can float, though. That's not as new as you'd think. We've seen it doing that in the astral plane all the time. Hello, I saw something walking around down there. Their hiss. Surprise! There you go. That's one of them. By the way, I should probably note at this point, because I'm streaming, I have to play this game with headphones on to keep the desktop audio from going back into the mic. This game is honestly more than a little unsettling with the headphones on. All that hiss chanting and like is going right in my ears, and oh dear God, is that unsettling. Oh, this looks interesting. Okay, that didn't quite work, but it looks like I can climb back up to try again. And I just figured out that, yes, I can long jump with dash. Stings a little. Oh, hello. Okay, I found out where those three things were. Here they come. Oh, I see something big. Fortunately, I got some explosives with me. Heh, heh, heh. Wait, the explosive. Oh, they probably mean over here. Another collectible to read. During my weekly quarry operations, during my weekly safety inspection of the quarry threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of redacted. The whole team was redacted, aligned and staring in a uniform direction. The city in the distance. Sounds a bit like what happened with the light box. Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained redacted for more than redacted minutes until I had to resort to literally redacted. Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for their behavior or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is to either shorten the length of their shifts or to carry out mandatory psychological evaluations on a weekly basis, or preferably both. And maybe we should order another expedition to the city. Refer to file 5-58-3096 for full report. Excuse me a moment. Need a drink. Oh, wait. I forgot. Push the button.
And there it is. Right where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms...
That's a spike. We need to run.
I need to get this prism to Marshall before it's too late. HRAs, then Dylan.
There's a lot of spikes down here. Why is this place full of spikes now? And could they please go away? I don't like them. There's 2 spikes blocking the way to the plant. Maybe I should go the other way. Whoop! Oh, spike got near me. On the bright side, they got me out of there.
It's ridiculous. Welcome back.
Why? If Hiss is a frequency, then why?
Thetis, did you find a prism?
Scripted organisms vary so wildly. What's the connection?
Hi, Jesse.
Got a whole bunch of stuff we can talk about. Why not?
What can you tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Now, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down.
Right. And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around?
What? No. What? I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of. Why?
Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god. More tests.
Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay?
Okay. It's just, wow. I mean, this blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it.
I've mentioned once or twice fast travel might not simply be a game thing, and that basically just verified it.
What exactly is the Ocean View Motel?
That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. I mean, look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? We know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist.
Does Darling agree with that?
I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
All we really know about the Ocean View is I'm pretty sure it's nowhere physically on Earth. Seems to be some sort of pocket dimension. And it's more or less safe so long as you don't poke at it too hard. Then it pokes back and it's not nice.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before, and studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh?
So you notice the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of Bureau accidents are caused by the shifts? It's true. I ran the numbers myself.
So they're dangerous.
Oh, very. Yet one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water. It was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project. I forget what he was researching.
How do people work here?
Funny thing, early on we got hold of a document that was like mostly redacted except for some mention of a shark and shoot to kill. Is this the same event?
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
But he's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
Sounds like I touched a nerve. He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. It's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought up a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
These are images of I don't know what. I'm guessing it's previous directors? Were there that many? Looks like there's a bunch of slots open.
Physical alterations in his cartoons are very similar.
Oh, there's Marshall.
All of Darling's data entries from the past month.
She wants us to crack Darling's?
Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
We will start HRA production immediately.
I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Your brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codename P6. We brought him here after the Ordinary event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did. We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now?
So you kidnapped him.
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away?
Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same. What if we are?
I'm going. Now.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them. Nothing simple here. These people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends? I need to see Dylan. I need to know. I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay? I could use a friend right now.
Weird bug there. Anyway, I was just about to say I am somewhat impressed that Marshall was able to say the Ordinary event without the tiniest hint of irony, because seriously, you called it the Ordinary event. I think I need 8. Yeah, so I'm going to hold off for a bit. That'll do me a favor by getting another personal mod slot once I grab this. What else is there? Tempted to boost shield barrage at some point. Though I haven't really been using shield. It's mostly been this, which is why I'm maxing it out. I guess extra energy so I can keep launching stuff would be nice. But I want to finish it first, get the multi-launch. Going to the Panopticon.
No Hiss followed you in, right?
In containment. Sounds like it'd be in containment. I might be confused. No. We found the Panopticon.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Let's hear the whole of it. Oh, something from the board first. Okay.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable. Something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever reached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
As we go to the Panopticon, I should note I've been told in an earlier stream, the Panopticon is a room designed to make it seem like you're always being watched, no matter where you are. So that's not unsettling or anything. Music's picking up. Nope. I see you, buddy. What even are those? You know what? Gotta take a quick bio break. Excuse me. Be back in a moment. Better now. Sorry about that. Weapon mods are full. Well, in that case, let's get rid of, let's like junk all the tier 1 stuff. You know, we're going to equip that extra rate of fire. In fact, if we have that, there's no need for this tier 2 rate of fire. On a same note, since we're finding more tier 2 and 3, let's go ahead and deconstruct our tier 1 mods for personal. Kind of wishing there was a faster way to do this, but it's not a huge number we gotta get rid of. Looks like I want to go up through logistics and security. Some of those are shielded. They'll probably get hostile if we get close enough. But why do that when we could just do this? I was right.
Someone needs help over there. Sounds like there's a man down.
Oh, right outside.
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks?
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
But first, let's poke in here. you can see, like, these wall panels are just more black rock. Okay, time to go to the ocean view again. And 1, 2, 3. I heard laughter. Again, I'm hearing laughter again. Also, clock. Hmm. Wanted at about 6:26. Okay. About 9:24. Interesting. That one stopped turning. I must have got it right last time. About 12:17 or so. A little past 6:15. 5. Boop. Sounds like I did whatever it is that needs doing. There's the keys. One, two.
This Wells guy can't be far.
But I thought there was doors. It looks like they just hastily foamed some Blackrock panels around. Or that's how they're sealing doorways.
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
That's a lot of clocks. Hello? Okay, we can get in and out of here without having to deal with the ocean view anymore, so that's nice.
Shit.
Found him.
Are you Wells? Your friend asked me to come looking for you.
That must be Horowitz. Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others. Did a shit job of it, clearly.
You tried. That's enough. Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
We should head back through the threshold. We can look for other survivors as we go.
We better hurry. Which way?
Just follow the blood. Let's go.
He's not following me, I'm following him. Okay.
What's with the clocks?
Threshold effect. This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at play in there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating it. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
You know what? We got that. And we have some media on spare footage. That was strange, awkward, and alarmingly the closest to normal out of anything we've seen so far. Oof, I think I yeeted him into the floor. Again, clocks.
Locked. Think you can find a way around?
Let me see.
Hmm. Wait, this looks promising.
So, you came down here for an altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. But the power of that thing had. I've never seen anything like it.
Jasper Post Box, AI-31PE. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona, after the communications department intercepted multiple phone calls to local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatch agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formula were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the position of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of all paralyzed civilians, animals, and Bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and reinforming the public away from the site. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. Is that what the anchor does?
That's O'Neill. Shit. No one else got help.
Oh yeah, once they're weak enough, I can just yank those idiots out of the air. Spiffy! This is a lot of clocks. Refrigerator supplement. Supplementary materials. Arctic Queen AI-10KE. Supplementary materials. Redacted interview 11/20/1974. Can you tell us why you left the building that day? I was running out to get eggs. There was that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Mike go there on his own. Knew I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing at the table when I left. He had his crayons out. Happy. The building came down when I was a block away. I ran back, started digging. City workers found Mikey later, beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Tons of bricks fall on it, and those drawings are still there. How does that happen? You kept the refrigerator after the accident, right? Why? It still had his drawings. God must have kept them safe for a reason, right? I'd get back home from work and stare at them at night. I was in a bad way back then. Why did you sell the fridge with your son's drawings still on it? It gotten stuck to it or something. I thought about cutting them off those magnets, but maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse anyhow? End of relevant portion. The clocks are getting worse.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the altered item, Horowitz ordered a retreat. We got out, but Hiss were waiting for us. I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
I'm the medic. That's my job.
We're starting to see upgrades to some of our stuff. Need more things, though.
We're almost out of the threshold. Come on. The motel court is on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be here.
Is that stapler an altered item? Don't take office equipment outside of the building. Oh, wait. We got a better launch energy cost.
Let's go. Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
Shit.
Yes, got him.
Horowitz. Oh, God, no.
I should talk to Wells. Make sure he's okay.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it.
Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
Okay, where's the nearest control point? Like I said, we should go back and see if we can deal with what's in clocks. Need a few more points, but we're getting there. Oops. Oops. Yeah, that didn't end well. You know what, though? We're probably better off going up to the entrance and then going from there. I got a couple things here. Object and item distinctions. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. See file Put 812 for an introduction to this subject. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed due to the Redacted's affiliation with object of power. It's probably the board. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the, again, Redacted, probably board, evaluates who can or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more preternaturally redacted than altered items. Looking at the specified criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have redacted altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. Refer to file 5-29-9485 for full report. Plane parts. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know that airplanes we brought in, like the actual proper airplane? Guess who they made catalog every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected alter status. I had to count every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected material. And that's just the exterior of the damn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do! I do! They made someone catalog a whole plane? Again, a lot of clocks. Oh, I can hear them all ticking, and that's kind of weird.
This is the safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
It's open. Sealed threshold account. Threshold management retrospective threshold 9D. Threshold will affect redacted manifested in the containment sector in the middle of the redacted department. Simultaneously, numerous redacted appeared in the area, injuring and killing many redacted. After rescue operations were completed and Redacted, Rangers were sent in to discover the Threshold's epicenter. Sheer amount of Redacted made the expedition impossible. It's probably talking about all the clocks. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the Threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adapted the form of the Redacted, as Redacted when introduced to more stable Redacted. Refer to File 9-51-3981 for full report.
Great. More clocks.
All I hear is ticking. Glad I figured that trick out. Huh, there's a control point here.
How am I supposed to get across that?
So there's the anchor. So we can't really do anything about it right now. I think we need something to do this, and we don't have it now. On the bright side, we did just hit a control point right in front of where we need to be, so when we can figure it out, we're good. You know what? Damaged while aiming sounds better. So let's get back to finding Dylan. Okay, I apparently can't go through that way. I guess we cut through medical? No. Interesting. I don't have that clearance level yet. Oh, this looks like it's the mold again. And that looked like the mold trying to kill me. Mold autopsy. Subject redacted. The deceased was a redacted-year-old redacted with no significant past medical history. Subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal-based in appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled by the fungus known as the mold, to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. Procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as deceased high body temperature and the undulating torso muscles, presumably but not provably caused by trapped gases. Routine samples, as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill, were successfully extracted. However, their rapid regression outside the host body needs to be noted. Cause of death, mold ingestion. Refer to file 5-94-2716 for the full report. We found a room full of mold earlier. Trying to get into it killed us. Yeah, okay, this place is full of mold zombies. What was even killing me? Other way. Yeah, one just snuck up on me. Okay. How do I deal with this? It looks like I just take damage by being near one of these mold things. Do I just, like, pick up the shield and push through? And actually, no, wait, that's the way I wanted to go. So we go here. Okay. Here they come. And that should have cleared most of them out. Be a little safer to go in now. Hello. Was it that thing? Looks like we got past it. Hmm. Not wipe. This is a warning. It's a little hard to read. It's saying something about... Looks like they found the red pyramid in the astral plane? We never saw one. Can't go that way yet.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
First things first. Okay, looks like I have to pass through the ocean view again. And what? 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 Dylan? I just heard a scream. I'm not sure I want to know why. No, we're looking at the front door now, which we can't use. There seems to be some sort of street and then white nothingness. Why the hell is the room upside down? That door has blood coming out from under it. I mean, the previous times we've been here, this place was odd, but generally harmless. The worst we heard was that one report from somebody who tried to study it and apparently poked harder than it liked and started getting a little nasty. Drove the guy insane. Huh. That turned the room right side up. We can go now, and yes, I would like to leave. Thank you. God, that sound.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
There's people here.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jesse, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
I don't have time for this.
Power and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours.
They're dead.
This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
Can we provide any assistance at this time, sir?
Only if you can reboot the cell door protocols without manually accessing them.
Sir, we are not capable of completing that task. Please assign us a different task.
Why are you talking like that? You know what? Never mind. I'll take care of it. Is the TV back in its box yet? No rush or anything. It's just, you know, an ongoing concern.
We can talk to them a bit.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
Technically, it's both.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no-smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Knife Rain would be a pretty good name for a metal band. Just saying.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
Flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
It's probably worth noting, the Ocean View heavily obeys Rule of 3. There's usually something we have to do amidst 3 rooms. You have to pull the light cord 3 times to get in. So, like, weird superstitious ritual stuff is actually not a bad idea when dealing with this crap.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
Probably both, to be perfectly honest.
I'll
And
see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
I would have rather been in the post office. At least the mail doesn't, like, grow fangs and try to eat you. Yet.
The Panopticon. Dude,
We're
that's close.
here.
But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
You know what? Before I go running ahead and while I'm still thinking of it, because I can get back here easy. Well, first of all, can I make anything? Oh, hey, I can upgrade Pierce. Let's go back to Central Executive, because I want to check something. Extra rate of fire sounds nice.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall. I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My own ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Heptonstall, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish.
And I won't let them stay hiss.
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
Kind of the reason I came back was to kind of hoping to talk to her like we just talked to a couple others. He works though. Also, hopefully she's not in the quarry. It's currently full of astral spikes.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it?
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
Those are people chunks, aren't they?
You're security, right? Do you work with rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
I'm getting a pretty good picture of what that might be without looking it up.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
What's the deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
Again, it's full of spikes. You don't want to be there.
I have to go.
Me too. Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit, god.
I guess she's gone for now, so I don't get to talk to her. Oh well. Let's go handle the Panopticon. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Oh, yep, I got turned around. That's a mailbox. And a picnic basket. And a fan. A hammer. P6 cell is on 5th floor.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Ugh! Hi, go away, please. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that... Go away.
Hello? Is anyone there?
We heard about a refrigerator with some drawings on it earlier. A collapsed house.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God. Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shift replacement never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn. I can't. I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back. I promise.
Okay. Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Bridge duty. Okay, I have to find Dylan first. Oh, good. So we can get back to this guy easily if we need to. Something is making noise. Wait. Switch forms. Flying with shields. That's a winning combination. You okay, buddy? Gah. So this is a cell we saw had been breached earlier. It's full of floaters.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
What do you do, buddy? Besides air Twilight Zone. Okay. Sure. Let's chase after it after it did that. Oh boy, it's done a number on this hallway. I see the glow. Weird. Usually I'm allowed to knock him out when I do that. Why aren't you coming down, buddy? Hi, Salvador. Hide for a moment. That went better than expected. Oh, never mind. Where are ya?
That thing was Salvador, the head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one. Okay.
Why am I invisible? I hit a glitch or something?
Objective power gone nuts. Here we go again.
We got a couple things here. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. Lynn Salvador. Anchor supplement. The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the Redacted. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with a faint light behind it. Hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew redacted by throwing a tin bucket, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the Redacted rescued the four surviving crew. Coast Guard, I want to guess? Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates, Redacted, and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. Dino was transported by the Redacted to the U.S. port of Redacted. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought to the Bureau via the Redacted. Interestingly, that says nothing about clocks. He called it TV/babysitter. I get the board doesn't really English much, but weird sense of humor about that. So we can fly now, which means I can go get the anchor if we want, and that'll probably be what I do next. Okay. Don't mind me, guys. Yeah.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
Okay, small question. How the hell do I get out of here? Oh, right. I can levitate now. Looks like levitating's a freebie. I don't seem to be losing any energy for doing it. Okay, I can shoot while floating. That's nice. Can't quite make it up. So how do we get up there? Because we can't take the elevator up to the 5th floor. Well, hello. There's a swan that was mentioned earlier.
Dylan. He's so close.
Can you hear me? Jesse. Are you there, Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
That was bizarre. Seems there's nothing to be had down here. We should probably go leave. Oh crap, the fridge guy. We better go get him. We got a bunch of stuff here. Dalen Faden observation. Breakfast is brought, gets out of bed, uses toilet, returns to bed. Asks for television to be turned on, staff do so. Lunch is brought, breakfast is removed, eats lunch, meaning he's not eating breakfast. Uses toilet, begins talking to self. Recording speech is not possible due to noise from television. Becomes upset, throws lunch tray at glass. Sedated. Crew clean the cell, television is turned off. Comes to, asks television to turn on, staff refused. Television privileges were refused due to hostile behavior. Sleeps? Question mark? Oh, the Benikoff TV we haven't read. No unique containment procedures required while bound. A CRT television built by Benikoff and Sons Electronics. The screen is still functional. The object can levitate itself off the ground to a maximum observed altitude of redacted. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to harness this effect for their own use. See report redacted for the results tested with prime candidate redacted. Dalen, was that you? The object is currently bound by redacted. The object was first discovered in a local news story from Redacted, Kansas. A figure had seen Redacted over buildings, probably flying. The Bureau dispatched agents to the town who discovered the man named Redacted had bound himself to the object. Mr. Redacted was detained, see case 39-HQ-656, and the object was brought to the Bureau for study. Ah, this helps. Yeah, health just refilled. We're good now. We're good. Wait, we're back on the 4th floor. Where's Fridge Guy?
Keep your eyes open, son.
What can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus. Right. My name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
Okay. Ah, good news. We've got multi-launch ready and a personal mod slot to go with it. Huh. Could give Levitate a ground slam. That might be fun. So we're going to go back to Panopticon to get down near the exit. Oh. And I have my final slot. You know what? Let's go ahead and make energy recovery faster.
Numerous cell breaches on every level. These Hiss things are a bad influence on my collection.
There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day. I totally forgot.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The Hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard Bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Okay. Fast travel up to Upper Panopticon. Fridge boy should be just over here.
Jesse? Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip? Philip?
Employee report. Incident in question occurred on Redacted and was brought to HR department's attention by the internal security personnel who intervened. According to reports supported by security camera footage, Agent Filson entered the staff kitchen with the intention of consuming his private meal, homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container, but discovered the refrigerator had redacted his meal. Agent Filston began to kick the Bureau-owned appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. This behavior caused multiple staff members present to become alarmed. Security was alerted soon after. Philip complied with security's commands to desist. Recommendation. Agent Filston was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing work week. The review committee recommends one non-mandatory counseling session.
If I look away, it hurts me.
What?
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it. Fuck?
Former? Hello? Shit. Seems he's susceptible to having crap thrown at him.
Wait, there's no Black Pyramid here.
I just noticed that. Where are we?
The fridge seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
Okay. Actually, let's check on constructs. Can we make anything yet? Not yet. So that we have levitate, we can go deal with the anchor while we're at it. Barely.
The fuck is that? It's making more shocks?
This way, please. Ow. Whoa! Turned faster than expected. So I get the idea. You have to grab the clock with the red face and throw it into that thing when it opens up. And then get the hell out of the way because it's about to hit the platform you're on with something nasty.
The fuck is that? It's making more shocks?
That's your warning. Open up, buddy. Nope. We got screwed. If things get really ugly... Oh, I screwed up. Anyway, I was going to say, if things get really ugly and it doesn't look like I can beat the anchor, I don't think I have to. I can just leave it. But, you know, I want to beat the anchor. Oh, I'm getting a little confused at the controls. Excuse me.
Making more crops?
This way, please. What? Ah, damn it, it did it again. I have to be careful about how I take flight. It seems best if you hold down jump. Don't jump. Don't try to do a double jump where you just get confused.
The fuck is that? It's making more crops?
I got confused again. The other thing that's throwing me off is multi-launch is occasionally confusing my attempts to use telekinesis. Although that does give me an idea. So just let me test something real quick. Oh no, so I could do... Let's go ahead and grab 3 items. I want to test something.
What the fuck is that? It's making more crops?
Hang it. Yeah, it got me again. It looks like anything I can throw at it works in a pinch. Maybe I should avoid the big clocks until it's low on health, so I only need 1 or 2 more good shots to be rid of it. You 3 will do. It's also nice that I can recover energy while holding stuff, so while I wait, my energy's back.
It's making more clocks?
This way, please. Not done yet. Got him.
There. No wonder the Rangers had such a hard time with that one.
Oh, good. You do get a pre-heal. Oh, we can make something. We could upgrade Pierce yet again, but we don't have the materials for it. So, excuse me. There we go. Okay. Hi, Brave. Actually, you know what? Let's cycle these a bit. I don't have surge mode. Okay, there we go. Looks like we need to go back to the boardroom. Wrong way.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signaling array.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
You know, for some reason, when she first asked how is he, I was half expecting the response to be, how is who? Yeah, we can still talk to them for something.
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine. A researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the Hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
We can check on a few things, I think.
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. They're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course.
We got this place up and running together, Emily. This place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. With him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the Hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the Hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it?
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if Hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the Hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
I visited the quarry. What's the plan for all that black rock?
The Bureau has used Blackrock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives! So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging, or... Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her.
You know, given that we know Blackrock stops paranatural activity, one would have to wonder what a Blackrock bullet or knife would do to Hiss. That's maybe not a bad idea.
I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will. resonance emitted from the Ultramarines is purely antithetical to every variant of the hit.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall, CIA spy shit, god.
Jukebox tokens. Okay, now we talk to you about this.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the Hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought them back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
So we can earn, there's a few ways we can find or earn jukebox tokens, like we're wanted to go in there a few times for whatever reason. That's interesting. Meanwhile, though, here, does this make a save? Yeah, we can make tokens now. And it only requires some source, so relatively speaking, they're cheap. Relatively, it's still 10,000 of the stuff. Anyway, with it 10:56, and I usually stop at 11, now would probably be a good time to stop things. I'll be continuing this Thursday at 8 o'clock. Meanwhile, let's see if anyone's doing anything interesting. And we got Hungry Goria playing Ultima 5. That's a classic. So let's go there. Again, so hopefully everyone had fun. Thanks for dropping by. See you on Thursday.